Hello and welcome. My name is Ron Parker, and today I've got a special treat for you. I'm going to be doing a bar by bar replay using my exact continuation strategy that I teach people. And I'm going to actually use TradingView to replay a day, showing you step by step what exactly I'm looking for and why. When do I attack? When do I enter? When do I exit? You're going to get to see all of that today. So stay tuned. This is exciting. I love that you're going to get to see this. So, first things first, let's go to the disclosure. This is educational purposes only. I am not responsible for your trades. And without further ado, we will go into TradingView today. We're going to be using this strategy on the NASDAQ. It does work for stocks, futures, Forex, and cryptocurrency. It does not matter what chart you're looking at. It does matter what's in play, what the context is. That gives us our advantage, okay? We're looking for continuation. Now, in this example, I've got a 15-minute chart on the screen with my trend EMA indicating a very clear positive slope. So that's my first key of direction for the day. Before the market opens, I've done some homework. I can tell that we've been trending to the long side. However, there's a kicker. We've consolidated sideways right below a key level. And so now I'm sitting here and watching this day play out because we either get a firm rejection of that key level, more lingering beneath it, or a break of that key level and a continuation above. Okay. So you've got three scenarios, just like always. You're either going to break higher, trade sideways, or lower, but we're at a key level. It's an inflection point. We're going to see how price responds. Okay. So I'm zooming in. I got the 2-minute chart here. That's my time frame. That's where I thrive. My indicator's already drawn key levels like previous day high. It'll draw previous day low. It's got VWAP and EMA automatically plotting on the screen depending on what time frame I'm looking at, whether it's the 15 or the 2-minute. And for those of you that don't already know, my indicator's freaking awesome and you should check it out. You're going to see exactly why it's so powerful in today's video as I break down this bar by bar. So let's dive into it. I'm going to press play and the market's actually going to open here in just a minute. And we're going to just see price action, what it does, and how it responds for the opening session. So, market is now open. Candles are printing. And we don't have a trade yet. We're actually trading at or near VWAP. And I personally am looking for continuation away from VWAP. So all of this price action is to be sat out of for me. It's trading sideways. We're wrapping back and forth around VWAP. But then something happens. Even though our indicator's still telling us to wait, that through all of that, it did not print any sort of recommendations for areas of trading opportunity. I do see a clue that we might be picking a direction for the day. I'm starting to see sell-off on volume, and it just crossed a key level, the overnight low. I'm going to play this a little more, and let's see what happens. We start to see consolidation and continuation below that key level. This is now my green light that things are in optimal environments for me to look for trades to continue in the direction they came from. I can now have a short bias that this is breaking down, and I've got confirmation with my indicator now updating automatically, telling me, hey, now the trade direction is short, confirmed. The grade it's giving it is a B grade because we're actually we just crossed a key level and we haven't actually seen enough momentum to kick this up to an A grade or A plus grade. And you'll see that here as it develops. It does track the key level. It knows it's broken. It knows the distance from VWAP and all this awesome stuff. And now it's telling me that I can, in fact, look for continuation to the downside. Now, to me, obviously in replay, it's hard to get the exact entry, but I would have entered anywhere on this candle. Anywhere on this candle. It broke the consolidation right below that key level, and I'm already interested in joining the trade. I'm going to go ahead and click sell one contract right here and put a stop above that key level above that swing point. And I'm going to start building a position around this thesis I have around a short day breaking down. Okay. So now my indicator does say B grade, and we want to see that actually improve in these conditions before we add any size. So now I'm letting the price action just play out. My stop is there to keep me protected. And then I'm already seeing some good indication that we're going to be holding and breaking lower. We're seeing consolidation below my EMA. To me, that's a golden ticket that we're setting up for another move. If this breaks down even lower from here, that's fantastic. We'd love to see that. So now we're going to press play. Let's see if we get a resumption below this level. Not yet. We're still trading sideways. It's still holding that level. Oh, and we're just starting to break it on some volume. This is good. Now, check out what my indicator says. On the bottom right-hand side of my screen, we just got an upgrade from B grade to A grade. It's telling me now is a good time that I could actually increase the size of this trade because we're seeing more continuation. I'm going to go ahead and click short one more contract. And you'll notice my stop looks really far away from where I'm entering. But keep in mind, my strategy is that as long as we're holding this EMA, we're good. I can close out early if the trade starts going against me. And to me, the trade's in good context as long as we're holding that 5-minute 9 EMA, which is visually shown on my 2-minute chart right now. Okay? So I've added into this move as we're breaking down lower on good volume. And we've got an upgrade to an A grade on the indicator. Okay? Now, right now, we're still holding that key level. We're starting to see some trend lower. Nothing too crazy, no huge momentum. For the first time, we're actually testing that EMA to see if we're going to hold, if it's going to reverse. And you can see some closes above this EMA on light volume. Though I'm watching it, I'm not closing my trade yet. I'm actually looking at this as an opportunity to potentially add more if we get a strong resumption in the direction of the trend. Now is the time. Price is resuming. We just reclaimed that EMA. I'm going to go ahead and sell another contract. We're now in 3 contracts. We're up $424. And now we're going to just press the play button and let price action do the work for us. Now, obviously, we want to see that EMA hold. We want to see it breaking to new lows. We're still holding that EMA and we're breaking down. We're still holding the EMA and we're trading sideways. So right now, I'm not doing anything but just watching and watching to see if we're going to truly break lower. Okay. Notice how we're back at that low, the previous low. This is where I might consider taking some size off. So I'm actually going to buy back some of the size that I put on. And I'm going to press play and watch if we break this key level that did just touch this previous low. That would be a good sign for me that everything is going to continue in the direction that we're headed. So now we're actually seeing a break above that EMA, which is not great for me. However, and I'm going to adjust my stop a little bit. It doesn't need to be this far away at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that down, but still far enough away from price action. And what I'm watching right now is because we're above and we're violating my EMA, are we reversing? That's truly the question I'm asking is, are we reversing? Is the trend changing or was this just another pullback? So I'm continuously watching my position. And there, again, we get resumption. I'm going to go ahead and add that piece that I sold back because we just got a resumption, a reclaim of the EMA on high volume. We're still pretty close to VWAP. We're only 4.7 ATR. My indicator tells me that. We still have plenty of room to run. I would not consider this over by any means at this time. So I'm going to press play and watch as price action plays out. What happens next? Kind of grinding sideways. We're holding lower. Volume's picking up a little bit, but nothing crazy. Now what I truly want to see is this huge horizontal level that's holding right now break. If I were to draw this out, you can see this like shelf that we're holding, and we're starting to push it's like, almost like squeezing into this level. And so I am going to move my stop down again to this point here. So now we're only risking $105, and we have some profits that we locked in, plus some contracts that are in this trade right now. Okay, what I want to see is a break of this white line that I'm drawing. I'm going to press play and see if we get that break. You can see that there was a battle as buyers tried to reclaim that EMA and quickly got rejected. That's what I want to see on my short side. And now we're seeing volume pick up. I have colored volume so I can see very clearly when it's increasing. And that orange and red volume coupled with the candlesticks themselves is telling me good. This is a really good breakdown. This is what we want to see. And my indicator still got my back. It's telling me the short is the direction we should be in. The grade is A, not A plus, but A. And we're in the direction of a higher time frame trend. Okay, we've got key levels confirmed and yada yada. So I've got a lot of green lights telling me this is looking good. Because of this, I'm actually going to be selling one more contract with this break. So we're adding back in. I'm going to press play and see. Oh, there we go. We're getting some more sell-off. This is kind of a retest of that level. It just reclaimed it in a big way. So we're just watching. I'll slow it down a little bit. We got another reclaim of that EMA, which is great. I can actually have this on break even at this point. I don't need to be risking that much. I'm going to drag it slightly into the profits so we can just see the numbers here. But I'm still holding this trade. I do see a reason that I could actually start selling some here, but I'm going to watch and just see first what happens with the price. Oh, good. If you notice these wicks into the EMA and it held, that's basically the sellers defending that area and forcing price lower. And guess what? Volume's increasing again. I see no reason to get out yet. I'm actually adding into this trade, and I'm going to press play. Okay. Now, at this point, we're starting to trade a little sideways, which could be okay. We could technically see more continuation, but I want to actually start reducing my size and take some profits in here. So I'm going to be buying back some of the contracts that I actually sold earlier, and we're going to reduce size by quite a bit. I just sold about half of my position right there into those profits, and we'll dive into what exactly I made on this trade so you can see. But these are micros. And so you'll be able to notice that you can make a ton of money even trading on small size with the right process. And that's what I wanted to show you. I, of course, could have traded much bigger, but the point is I want to show you that you can trade adding in and slowly scaling into your positions and scale in or out very profitably without actually risking so much and putting so much size on. You don't need a ton of size to make good money when trading. Okay, so I sold half into this level, and now the market's actually closed. So my order is getting liquidated anyway as the market closed. We're going to snag that last little piece, and let's go take a look at what actually happened here. So you can see the red and blue arrows. We sold some here. We sold some more here. We added more here. We bought a little back in this area, and then we sold some more here at these points. and we bought the rest back into here. Okay? And I let price action tell me what I should be doing. Are we still breaking lower, or is the trend changing and reversing? Okay? And I responded accordingly to that price action. Let's look at the results. Today, we made $1,905 total in this trade. We had 6 total contracts that were traded. All of them were profitable. And our max drawdown on this position was $190. I actually don't even remember it drawing down. But my point is that this is my process. You got to see the bar by bar and a little bit of how my indicator actually helps me stay on the right side of the trade and know when to put the foot on the gas and when to let off. Okay? So hopefully you enjoyed that video. Obviously, every day's a little different. You can't trade them all the same, but we got some great continuation to the downside on this day. And I could tell by zooming out that the context was there, like ammo for me to potentially get pretty short if this really does break down. So I'm looking at those higher time frame levels, checking for context, and then I'm zooming in using my custom indicator to help guide me through the day. Now, this day was obviously very short and we made good money on it. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want my indicator, go join my Discord. You can find access in there. If you want to watch me trade live more often, if you want to see more bar replays, then like and subscribe on YouTube. I highly recommend it. I've got a new channel with a bunch of great content for you. Go check it out. So, thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.